Hello everyone, a very good morning, good afternoon and good evening to all of the viewers from around the world. This is your host Vaibhav. I'll be explaining to you one interesting indicator in today's session of JForex Indicator Explain. The name is OSMA, which is simply the moving average of the oscillator. Here we take two output values of one existing well-known indicator, the MACD and the MACD signal line, and we calculate the difference of these two output values, and that is what is known as the moving average of the oscillator. So let us now head to the JForex 4 platform, the newly released trading platform from the Dukascopy Bank SA. This is the USD JPY chart, and on this I will plot this indicator. You can do a quick search OSMA. So here it is moving average of the oscillator, all right. Or you can pardon me, or if you want to know where it is listed, it is amongst the momentum indicators, as it is a momentum indicator. Here it is just below the Murray channels, which we saw in the last session. The interpretation is simple. We use this 0 as the critical marking line. Below 0, the output is considered indicative of the bearishness prevalent in the underlying instrument. And if we have the OSMA output above 0, that is indicative of the bullishness, the strength of the buyers on the higher side for the underlying instrument. So here, if we look at this OSMA output with the default parameters of 12, 26, and 9, we have this output changing in line with this trend of the USD JPY. Here we had this decline, and after that reversal took place, and this reversal was quite strong. So we had these OSMA values on the higher side, but as the trend waned, as the momentum waned, we saw the decline in the OSMA, and here closer to this consolidation phase, we even saw the OSMA turning negative, and again we got this reversal, and then it rallied. Then the momentum waned. Again we saw the OSMA turning negative, and now again back in today's session after the release of non-farm payroll data, we are seeing some bullish strength back. So you can notice that this indicator is not dependent on the momentum, not only directional change. If the momentum of the existing trend is also waning, then also we get this output decline. So if we had a strong bearish momentum, and after that if the USD JPY is simply consolidating and not really forming newer lows, then also we get this reversal for this bearish phase, and a similar factor also is applicable on the bullish side when we have the consolidation after this strong rally. We are seeing this decline in the bullishness of this OSMA output value. So these two things are kind of simple. You have this output value, which is not only giving you idea of the direction of the trend, but as well as the strength of the trend. So you can make use of this, and try to make your trading decisions more informed. You can utilize this crossover setting for initiation of the new trades, or you can go for these competitive values whenever you have strong decline in the bearish output. Then you can go for the initiation of the new trade, or even reversal from the opposite spectrum can also be considered. Suppose if we are seeing reversal from the bearish side and the output still remains negative, but we are seeing some signs of consolidation, then I think scalping kind of strategy can be implemented. If we don't really have fresh break below the prior low, then we can count on this consolidation phase to bring us some money. So we have both these factors in play, and we can utilize these information provided by the OSMA output value. All right. Now coming to the OSMA's other uses, we have to consider its relative values only. There is no upper bound or lower bound limit for these output values. These are the values which are going to oscillate between positive and negative territory. So in that sense, the zero becomes a critical marking line. And you can also look at the price divergence if there is a bearish trend reversal from the bullish side, but the price decline is not much. That simply means the consolidation is taking place, and on next reversal you can go for the fresh initiation of the buy trade. So that will that thing can also be implemented, and same thing also applies for the reversal from bearish to bullish. If earlier the trend was strongly bearish, but now there is a reversal is taking place, but it is not really showing big gains as it happened here. We had this very decline, then reversal, but the gains were not that high. The gains were rather muted, and after this fresh reversal on the lower side, we saw these decline extending quite well, and might have brought in the gains of even more than 100 pips if you were to simply implement this OSMA strategy of looking for crossovers above or below zero. All right. So this indicator is equally easy to understand and use. Now we consider its editing options provided to us on this JForex platform. This is the input data where close price is being used as the applied price for the purpose of the calculation of this indicator, and these default parameters for the calculation of MACD and MACD signal lines are given here. We take the moving average of 12 period and 26 period. We take the difference of these two, and then we take the EMA of these difference of these EMA of fast period and slow period, and then we take the EMA of that for the 9 candle periods, and we arrive at these output values. And once we have the MACD and the MACD signal line, we take the difference, and then that is plotted as this moving average of the oscillator. So depending on what kind of applied price you are using, you are going to see a lot of change in the output of these OSMA. There is going to be slightly different price point for the reversal of the trend from bullish to bearish or from bearish to bullish for these different applied prices. So you have to see what applied price is going to serve your interest in a best possible manner. The fast period, slow period can also be varied. If you want to use a higher time frame data, you can even go for 24, 52, and 18 combination. Pardon me. I have a mild cough because of that. I'm I was not really able to conduct the session this week earlier on Monday and Tuesday. Now I'm feeling better, but I think this weekend is going to help, and probably by Monday I will be feeling much better. Now coming back to this OSMA output value, here we saw the USD JPY turning negative, and again it turned back positive. So we saw this consolidation phase and the signal generated therein. Now let us see what more can be done with these editing options. We try to change its parameters. Suppose if you want it to lower, you can do that as well. 0.7, then 15 and 5. You will have a lot more frequency of these signal generated using using the lower time frame output values. Now I will restore it back to the default. Alright. Now we turn back our attention to other editing options. The output, you can go for different color combination for the trend up and trend down output. So it becomes much easier to understand the reversals as and when they take place. So here it is looking a bit more stylish compared to the plain vanilla structure earlier. We don't really have any labels defined. Coming to the advanced editing option, if you want the recalculation to be done only once for the current candle period, then you have to opt in for this, and whatever is the output which is calculated at the start of the current candle period will remain valid throughout the current candle period, and it won't be changing till the plotting of new candle. If you want the calculation period to be highlighted, you have to opt in for this. If you want to customize the calculation data, instrument can be same as per the chart, or you can even keep it specified. The candle period can be same as the chart, or you can specify it anything from 10 seconds to all the way for 1 month for the purpose of calculation of this indicator. Now suppose if I want 50 15 minutes, even though the chart candlestick is of hourly time frame, the calculation for the indicator is going to be done using the candle period of 15 minutes for each candle period, each candle which is being considered for this calculation purpose. Now I will restore it back. Site can be any of these two, ask or bid, or it can be simply asked from the chart. If you want the indicator to be available on all the candle periods, you have to opt in for this. Or have if you want the indicator to be available on only some chosen time frames, then you have to specify on what time frames you want the indicator to be visible on the chart, and only on those time frames the indicator will be visible, as we have defined only 5 minutes and hourly as the candle period on which we want the OSMA output to be there. So only on 5 minute and hourly time frame we are going to get this OSMA output, and all rest of the candle periods there won't be any OSMA output for this indicator. Alright. Base period can be anything, none, 4 hours, day, week, or monthly. For this indicator, it doesn't really make much of a change in its output value. So guys, this is all from my side for today's session of this JForex indicator explained, and I hope you have been able to understand the uses and the functionality of this indicator OSMA. And I would suggest that you try it out, give it a try, see how you can make an observation using this indicator and try to come up with the profitable trade entry and exit systems using the indicator. So I would suggest that you practice with it, and then whatever is the combination you think is likely to work best for you, you can go for that. For further coverage of the market developments, do check out the Dukascopy Analytic page. We are also available on the Facebook. You can reach out to us there too. For trying out the newly released trading platform, I have also link included in the bio. So do check it out. Thank you all for joining in. I will be back on Monday, and of course, my voice will be much better and no cough, hopefully. So, sorry for the coughing this time around. See you on Monday. Goodbye.